Our Log House is a small local business owned and operated by Jared Rogers.
I got started in the log home maintenance and refinishing industry, and by doing that for a few years, I realized that most log homes, in fact, I would say 95% of log homes in the United States, are built very poorly and designed very poorly, leading to tens and sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars in maintenance for them down the road. And once I started doing research on those, I realized that you just have to design them right and build them correctly, and these homes can last. There's homes in Sweden that are 600 plus years old.
And so why is this cut out here?
So the reason that's cut out is as this log shrinks, the diameter of that log gets smaller, right?
Okay.
If it was left round and we scribe this to a round shape, as that log shrinks, this would just gap open, right? Because it's not going to change size. But as this log shrinks and this gets smaller, this will actually slide down and continue to compress and keep these joints tight.
That's ingenious. And so putting this in allows for not having to put any insulation on the inside.
So you can see these gaps get pretty tight. This house hasn't got as tight as it could because it'll continue tightening up. But even with the tight gaps, you can still get air leakage. So the gasket just really seals it up tight. And if it's a bigger gap, we'll even do some insulation inside there as well. A log home that's built correctly can't have a 5-star energy rating. They're one of the most efficient homes you can buy. They have to be, it's one of those double-edged swords because most of them are built incorrectly and they're very drafty. They're very low efficient on efficiency. But if they're done correctly, they're one of the best you can do.
Good to know.
So like I was saying earlier, as this log shrinks, this will tighten down, this will slide down, and that will tighten up.
And you learned this from old technology?
Mainly from a book and DVDs, and then as we got deeper into it and had more questions, we started talking to other log crafters, log masters. There's a lot in Canada and actually in Europe. Europe and Canada are where these houses are the most common. There's not as many in the United States. I'm hoping to change that. That's one of my goals actually, is to make these very popular by educating people on how cool they are and getting rid of a lot of the myths.
Sounds good to me.